My name is Ben Fuchs. They call me Pharmacist Ben. I'm a nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, there is a nutritional supplement program for you, and we can help you understand how to use the longevity nutritional supplements to meet any health challenges, to meet any of your health needs. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I thought we'd start the program off today talking about my favorite vitamin, cholecalciferol, also known as vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. This week I read 3 separate articles on this misunderstood and somewhat underappreciated, or although it's becoming more and more appreciated. This definitely a misunderstood nutrient, though. First, from the 2015 annual meeting of the American College of Rheumatology, study role of vitamin D deficiency up in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. Apparently, vitamin D deficiency is, according to the good doctors at the American College of Rheumatology, vitamin D deficiency is at least part of the syndrome that we call rheumatoid arthritis, the joint disease that we call rheumatoid arthritis. The second article from this one from the American Heart Association Scientific Sessions 2015 study pinpoints the vitamin D levels that may harm heart health. Apparently under 15 milligrams or 15 nanograms per milliliter is a trigger point or a cutoff point that's associated with heart disease. Third study, this one on cats actually. Vitamin D levels predict survival chances of sick cats. It turns out that cats who have low vitamin D levels have shorter lifespans. Sick cats who have low vitamin D levels have shorter lifespans. All of this is to say that vitamin D, whether you're a cat or whether you're a human being, is important stuff. Several things stand out when it comes to this important vitamin. First of all, vitamin D is not even a vitamin, at least not in the way other vitamins are vitamins. Vitamins tend to be cofactors. They assist chemical reactions in the body. They assist biochemistry. Vitamin D is no mere cofactor. Vitamin D does the work itself. Vitamin D is actually, if you're a chemist, vitamin D is actually a hormone. It actually works by triggering cells to do their business. It doesn't help chemical reactions. It doesn't assist chemical reactions. It turns them on. It makes them happen. It has its own little docking station on the outside part of a cell. The outside part of a cell called the cell membrane, this little coating of oil that covers the outside of a cell, has little spaces, almost like electrical sockets in a wall. It has little spaces, hundreds of thousands of these little spaces, and they coat the cell. They're part and parcel. They're actually components of the cell membrane. These little spaces are places where hormones can fit in. Insulin, for example, or thyroid hormone or steroid hormones. Various hormones of the body will sit in these little receptor sites. Well, it turns out that vitamin D can do the same thing. Vitamin D actually has its own little docking station on the outside part of a cell, just like a hormone. Biochemists call vitamin D a hormone. Of course, we know vitamin D is the sunlight vitamin. Most healthcare professionals are aware right now, in the year 2015, that you better be getting a little bit of sun. But I still hear dermatologists and patients and even physicians, other regular physicians saying, stay out of the sun. I hear women say this especially. Listen up. You need the sun. You can't live without the sun. There's 3 main sun rays. You got UVA, UVB, and UVC. The kind that gives you the wrinkles, the kind that's associated with the photo damage, that's UVA. The kind that gets you your vitamin D, that's UVB. And here's the trick. UVB is also your burning ray. So you got to expose yourself to some of the burning ray if you're going to be getting your vitamin D. You don't want to burn. Nobody's telling you to go out and burn, but you do have to expose yourself to UVB, to the burning ray, if you're going to be getting your vitamin D. And of course, you can get your vitamin D from animal foods, eggs and meat. You're not going to find vitamin D in plants. It's only an animal vitamin, although you will get a little bit of vitamin D, as it turns out, in mushrooms. But the sunshine, the vitamin D that's associated with the sunshine is absolutely going to be the most important vitamin D. In addition to heart disease, in addition to inflammatory diseases and immune diseases, vitamin D is associated with preventing cancer. It's associated with preventing multiple sclerosis. Vitamin D can help you if your bones are getting thin, if you have osteoporosis or fractures in the elderly. And if you have depression issues or mental health issues or skin issues like psoriasis or perhaps even eczema, you may be dealing with a vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiencies are suspected to be involved perhaps in autism, cystic fibrosis, rosacea, These are all reasons why you want to be making sure that you're getting enough vitamin D, particularly from the sun. As I say, the vitamin D that you get from the sun is the best vitamin D you can find. Animal products will also get you vitamin D, meat, chicken skin especially, fatty fish, egg yolks. One of the dumbest things we do as a culture is we throw out our egg yolks and we just eat the white. If you're doing that, you're going to be losing a lot of things. You'll be losing your zinc, you'll be losing your essential fats, and you will especially be losing your vitamin D. Of course, you can also get vitamin D from the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, your Ultimate EFA, and the Beyond OsteoFX. The Beyond OsteoFX is like a vitamin D tonic. The best way to get your vitamin D, or to make sure you're getting your vitamin D, is to do all three. Get yourself out in the sun without a sunscreen for at least 5 or 10 minutes a day if you can. If you're in an area that gets the sun, you can also use UVB sun lamps. And then in combination, make sure that you're using organ meats, all your vitamin D containing foods, and of course getting on the Healthy Start Pack. Beyond OsteoFX particularly, but the entire Healthy Start Pack. And it wouldn't hurt you to throw in your Ultimate Enzymes either to make sure that you're processing your fats and getting vitamin D from your foods. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We're coming back with more good health information. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. Don't go away. We got more good stuff for you right after this break.
Those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with arthritis, strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the pig pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I'll be sitting in for the next 45 minutes or so, as I always do on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, with my good friend Douglas Winfrey. What is up, Doug? Good to talk to you again.
Good to have you back on the show. I've got a CNN story here headlined, "Your Beer Belly May Kill You." They say your doctor may soon look more like your tailor. A new study concludes that excess belly fat, even if you're skinny everywhere else, may be even more deadly than being obese or overweight. They say that's saying something, since obesity is already known to increase your likelihood of heart attack, stroke, diabetes, or even cancer. Say the guidelines to manage obesity tell your doctor to look at your body mass index, which is calculated by a little formula with using your height and your weight. They say it's possible to have a healthy BMI and a slim butt and arms and legs, but still have a problem. As they say, the co-author of this study, Dr. Francisco Lopez Jimenez, says, patients ask me, why do I have to exercise if my BMI is normal? I'm not fat. I should be able to eat whatever I want. This study then appears in the latest edition of Annals of Internal Medicine. They looked at data from 15,000 people, and they estimated that men with pot bellies have twice the mortality risk than those who are overweight or obese, and women in a similar situation are 1.5 times at risk of death. And they go on to say earlier studies have shown that people with large waist-to-hip ratios face greater risk of diabetes, stroke, coronary heart disease, and other cardiac problems. This was the first study to quantify the risk of death. They say, what makes belly fat so deadly? They say in part is it may be unlike your love handles. The kind of fat that hangs around your stomach area goes deep inside your body and wraps around your vital organs. Your liver can use the fat and turn it into cholesterol that can slip into your bloodstream and start clogging your arteries. Too much cholesterol, and the arteries start to harden, and then that can lead down to heart attack or stroke. They say a deep layer of fat is to blame for your body becoming insulin resistant. It can turn into type 2 diabetes. Also causes inflammation that may be the root of a number of chronic diseases. This kind of fat can raise your glucose levels, decrease your muscle mass, and they say particularly damaging, as muscles seem to be a good protector of your heart. They say to fix it, diet, exercise, and calm. There you go.
What was the last one? Calm?
Yeah.
Like C-A-L-M, calm the body?
Calm the body, yeah.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I never hear them say that.
Yeah. They recommend doing yoga, deep breathing, that kind of stuff.
We talk about that all the time, don't we? Here's the thing, though. Are they saying that to get rid of belly fat, you use different strategies than to get rid of the other kind of fat?
They weren't specific about that. They were just recommending that you walk briskly for like an hour or three times a week, or walk briskly for 30 minutes 6 times a week, and to get on the Mediterranean diet as well.
They don't say lay off the pasta anywhere?
Not really. Well, the Mediterranean diet. They also recommend, let's see here, they recommend avoiding processed meats. And also, they want you to have a diet with a lot of plant materials, whole grains, and nuts, and even
Sounds
a glass
like pasta
of
to
wine.
me. So they're saying eat more pasta, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I don't know, Douglas, if I get my news from CNN. I'm suspicious about those guys. But anyway, you lost 50 pounds didn't you lose 50 pounds a couple of years ago?
I'd say probably more like, at this juncture, probably more like 60, maybe 70.
How long did it take you to lose it?
About 2 months.
And then what did you do? That's pretty amazing, Doug.
What I
Seriously,
did
you lost
was-
60 pounds in 2 months?
Yeah, what I did was I stopped drinking beer.
Okay.
I know that's going to cause distress among people. And
How about gluten-free beer?
And I went on a gluten-free diet. And at the time, there weren't that many gluten-free products out there on the market. Now, we're going for like 5-6 years ago. And so, at the time that I did it, people are going, gluten, what's that? And now it's all over the place because it's turned into a marketing tool. But since I didn't know what I could eat, I basically just went to eating grilled meats and salad. And
So basically laid off the carbs.
Yeah, I cut all the carbs out.
That's exactly what I did. I lost 50 pounds, not in 2 months. It took me almost a year to do it, a little over a year, actually. But that's what I did. I laid off the carbs. And I still ate a little bit, but I didn't do the box of pasta like I used to do. And the pounds just melted right off. I had always been on the supplement program, but as soon as I stopped eating intense amount of carbohydrates, the weight just dropped off. And the big reason why that happens has to do with a hormone called insulin. There's lots of ways you can boost your insulin and potentize your insulin. If I had to tell you one single thing you could do to lose weight, it has to do with working with blood sugar and insulin. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the ZBS Radio Network. We'll be back right after this. If you're trying to lose weight, think insulin, think blood sugar. It's the fastest way to drop the pounds. Now, the fastest way is just to do some fasting and to just completely eliminate your calories. If you fast for a couple of days, you'll lose some weight. But if you don't want to go all out and fast, as important as that can be, intermittent fasting, simply reducing the amount of refined carbohydrates and helping your body process sugar can go a long way towards helping you not only lower the weight, not only drop the pounds, but also it can help you reduce your appetite. And we talk about this all the time on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, although we don't market it. We don't market good nutrition necessarily as a weight loss strategy. Indeed, it is, partially because it helps the body process sugar. Anything you could do to either eliminate your refined carbohydrates or help your body process those refined carbohydrates can go a long way towards helping you lose weight. Of course, eliminating carbohydrates, well, it's simple but not easy. Simple to just stop eating the pasta and the bread, but it's not necessarily easy because we get addicted to those kinds of foods. If you find you're addicted to those kinds of foods, and most of us are, eat more protein. The more protein you eat, the less you're going to crave those bready, starchy, and sweet foods. Whey protein is stupendous for a lot of reasons. You'll get that in the Slender FX. Whey protein contains something called glutamine, Glutamine, and glutamine is like a sugar-craving supplement or an anti-sugar craving supplement and makes whey protein very important for folks trying to combat carbohydrate cravings and wean themselves off the carbs. Another strategy for helping combat cravings is the mineral chromium. Yes, chromium. You'll find that in the Sweeties, 100 micrograms of chromium per Sweeties capsule. If you take 3 or 4 of your Sweeties before your meals or with your meals, you'll find that you're craving carbs less, and you'll also find that your body is processing sugar much more effectively. Of course, you'll also get vanadium and cinnamon bark and gymnea and bitter melon and ginseng in your Sweeties, all of which can help your body utilize sugar. So using the Sweeties with your meals, 2 to 4 capsules. I know people that take 6 capsules with their meals can go a long way towards helping you beat sugar cravings and helping your body process sugar. If I had to tell you one single move to make, if you want to drop some weight, it's to reduce your intake of refined carbohydrates. And if you're trying to combat cravings, more protein and your Sweeties can help you do that. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which is absolutely packed with B vitamins, is also a very important strategy for helping your body process sugar. One of the things about nutrition for helping the body process sugar, anti-diabetic nutrition, pre-diabetic nutrition, is the nutrients that help the body process sugar are water soluble, which means we urinate them out. And that's basically the B complex in your electrolytes and minerals like chromium and vanadium, which is why you want to be sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine all day long. And especially sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine with your meals. The nutrients will nutrients in the BTT will not only help you process sugar, but they'll also help you process other nutrients that are found in your foods, along with your ultimate enzymes and maybe a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You'll find yourself less hungry and you'll find yourself fuller, faster. All wonderful strategies, not just for weight loss, but as we spoke on our last program, also for longevity. Because the less calories you ingest, the longer you live. Calories represent heat. The body likes to run cool. It doesn't like to run hot. So by eating less, not only will you be losing the weight, dropping the pounds, but you'll also be adding years to your life. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. We're coming back with you and your phone calls. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552. If you have questions about the longevity products, health challenges you or a loved one may be dealing with, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have a success story, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program on the ZBS Radio Network. We'll be back after this. You want to take calls, Doug, or got anything else going on?
Yeah, let's get head to some calls. We got a full board here.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, let's head to Belleville, Illinois. And Bob, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Bob, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Thanks for calling.
Good.
How can we help you?
Hey, I called on September 9th, and you gave me great advice for my daughter. She had
Okay.
She had ACL reconstruction surgery, and she's been on the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack.
Nice.
And she is really healed quite quickly.
What are her doctors saying? What did the doctor say?
Well, he said that her knee, on the last visit, he said it's the fastest he's seen a
Is that
knee
cool?
heal.
I love that.
Yeah, I was very excited, and so she's in week 11 right now, so she's running. Not able to jump yet, but that's all part of the situation. But the reason I'm calling is, one, I had really very high blood pressure.
Okay.
I went on the Healthy Heart and Brain Pack back in August, and I'm off. I was on 8 medications, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm off all of them.
Oh, my goodness. And your blood pressure is under control?
Yeah, it's normal.
Bob,
And
Bob, that's amazing. Do you understand how powerful that is, Bob? You know how many millions of people are taking drugs that have no idea of what's possible, of experiences like yours? That is so cool. Are you selling the longevity products? Are you in the business?
I am a distributor. And,
Good deal.
And so I'm on a mission. I'm one of 14.
Praise God. That's awesome.
And the reason I'm calling here is I've got 3 of my siblings. They're older, and they're 62 and 63. There's twins, and then my brother's 62, and the twins are 63. Tom had aortic aneurysm surgery 3 years ago. And then my sisters, who are twins, they both have been diagnosed with aortic aneurysms.
Say again, with aneurysms? With aneurysms, you're saying?
Yeah, aneurysms.
I'm having a hard time hearing you for some reason. Both your sisters and your brother had aortic aneurysms, is what you're saying?
That is correct.
Okay, you want to know about some nutritional strategies?
Yeah, and also, what's the time frame where you will start feeling the effect of the nutrition?
24 to 48 hours. And one of the coolest things about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine in particular, but really the whole entire supplement line that Doc formulated, the coolest thing about it is the more deficient you are, the faster you notice results. And because of the just epidemic of deficiency, how almost everybody who's not supplementing is deficient, all adults anyway, most people will notice results within 24 to 48 hours. It's amazing how fast you notice results. Now, if you have an aortic aneurysm, which is basically a weakness in the body's most important artery, the aorta, which carries blood from the heart to the rest of the body, it's going to take a while because you got to rebuild that tissue. But the main tissue that breaks down when you have an aneurysm, and you want to think of just an aneurysm as a bulge in the vessel, and that's caused by a breakdown in the connective tissue. Now, I always talk about this almost every time I'm on the air, and for good reason, because most of the body is connective tissue. 30 to 40% of your body is connective tissue. If you've heard of the term collagen, that's connective tissue. Your bone is connective tissue. The fibers underneath your skin are connective tissue. Connective tissue lines your digestive tract. Connective tissue is the bulk of our bodies, and it's the bulk of your blood vessels. And so when you have an aneurysm, you've got a weakness in this connective tissue. It's basically like a hernia of the blood vessels. A hernia is when you have a weakness in the connective tissue in your body somewhere, and an aneurysm is a hernia of the blood vessels. So you got to start to strengthen the connective tissue, and that takes some time. You're not going to do it right away, but you can begin to do it right away, and that's so important to understand. The medical model can't do anything for an aneurysm, only surgery. But from a building standpoint, there's a ton of stuff you could do, Bob. And the good news is not only will you be building your blood vessels, but you'll be preventing wrinkles, strengthening your bones, and building up the bulk of your body as well as you strengthen your blood vessels and protect yourself from aneurysms. Hang tight. We got to take a break, and we'll finish up when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. Toll free. We'll take a break and come back with more of your phone calls right after this. Don't go away. Thank you for giving us a call, Bob, and sharing that story with us. That's an awesome, awesome story, and please don't underestimate how amazing that is. Getting off 8 medications by getting on a good nutritional supplement program. Do you know how many years you added to your life and how much misery you saved yourself by getting off of those medications?
I have to tell
That's
you,
unbelievable.
It was incredible, and the statin drugs, I felt those effects but didn't realize it until after I got off
Until you got off of them. Yeah,
right, I tore
that's
my
how it is. Well, and here's the thing. As far as an aortic aneurysm goes and treating it surgically, they make it sound like, oh, you just go into surgery, blah, 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 it's no big deal. Well, it's heart surgery. And they're sticking something in your heart, basically. And aortic surgery is when they stick a graft into the weakened area, the weakened part of the aorta, which is the main blood vessel running out of your heart. It is a major surgery. So what you need to do is you need to start to rebuild the connective tissue. There's lots of ways to do that. I mean, lots of ways to do that. The glucogel caps are must-have for that. Protein, essential fatty acids, the entire Healthy Start Pack, Slender FX. Even doing exercise can help by not directly by helping the heart, but by helping stimulate the production of connective tissue. The ultimate enzymes are also important. The ultimate enzymes are like a roto-rooter for the inside of your circulatory system, and that can help strengthen the aorta as well. Now, I think you had a question about high blood pressure too, Bob. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I had high blood pressure, and I've been on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack with the cardio stick. Is there anything else I could be doing?
Yes, lots you could be doing. Tons you could be doing. The fastest way to lower your blood pressure is with oxygen. Oxygenation, deep breathing, slow, through the nose. 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out, 2 breaths a minute. Sit on the couch and do it. Make sure you do it slow. Breathe into your belly or even into your feet, at least into your belly. But the point is past your chest. Most of us are chest breathers. That's the first thing, and also blow off carbon dioxide. The second strategy is to stabilize your insulin. There's a major relationship between blood toxicity and sugar toxicity and high blood pressure. Get yourself on the sweeties if you're not already. Do 2 or 3 capsules after every meal. So you can do as many as 4 to 5 or even 6 capsules after every meals, and make sure you're sipping on your Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well. Between blood sugar stabilizing the blood sugar, making sure you're taking care of your respiratory system, you can go a long way towards lowering your blood pressure. If you want to do one more thing, watch what you eat, because every time you eat, there's a phenomenon called postprandial hypertension, where your blood pressure will go up just by eating a regular meal, but certainly if you eat something that's got excitotoxins or food processing chemicals and such. So if you want to throw one more thing in, you might want to consider a strategy where you're eating less calories, eating less heat, if you will, calore. And thanks so much for your call, Bob, and thank you for sharing that success story. It's awesome to hear. All right, who's next on the line, Douglas?
Let's head to Hollywood, Florida, and Dennis, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Dennis. Dennis. I don't hear Dennis. Do you hear Dennis, Bob? Doug?
Going once, going twice. And let's move on to Salt Lake City, Utah. And Lee, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Lee.
Hello? Yeah, can you
Greetings. Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a question about the diabetes stuff.
Okay.
I know if you have diabetes, you need to take the healthy body blood sugar. And my question is, how long do you start to wean off the medicines, and when can you do that?
You can start weaning off right away. Do it with your doctor, though. Make sure your doctor's when you're being treated by a doctor, he's your healthcare professional while you're working with him, and it's only fair to your physician to work with him as you're weaning yourself off, but you can absolutely start weaning off of it right away. What are you on? What medicine are you on?
Actually
Metformin?
for my dad, and he's on Novalox and on the metformin right now. But
Okay,
his
yeah.
A1C is pretty good. It's just like below, it's 6 or 5 point
You
something.
can start weaning right away. Tell your doctor you want to start weaning, lowering your insulin and lowering the metformin right away. Okay, and then as you're doing it, make sure he's restricting or limiting his intake of sugar spiking foods, the breads and the pastas and the potatoes, etc., and the sweets, of course. And then simultaneous with weaning himself off those foods, he's using the sweeties and he's using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the blood sugar pack, as you say. And then you could start weaning right away. You can start weaning him off right away.
Yeah, his sugar is only about like 100 or stay around 100 right now every day, so that's pretty good, right?
Oh, so he's on the right track.
Yeah,
good job, man.
On the BTT, I heard a lot of people take it mixed up with a bottle of water and drink it throughout the day. And I heard
That's
some
what I
people
do.
make it all in one cup and drink it once in the morning. Would that be good
You can do it any way you like. I personally recommend that you do it in a more sustained release way, so you have it gradually throughout the day. If you want to do it, ideally, do it both ways. Do a scoop in the morning, or you put it in your smoothie, or put it in a glass of water, and then sip on it all day long. But if you have to do one or the other, I'm going with all day long. I know some people have a different opinion, but if you do it all day long, in my opinion, you're going to not only give yourself a nice steady level of the nutrients throughout the day, but you won't be excreting it as much. If you take a whole big load all at once, which your body doesn't use, it will tend to excrete, and then you can end up deficient for the rest of the day. So by keeping a steady state level of nutrients coming into your blood through drinking the BTT all day long, you're less likely to lose it, and it's going to be, you'll get a more effective dose, a steady dose throughout the day. That's my opinion.
Yes,
Okay?
I understand that part. Thank you.
Okay, good deal. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for calling. All right, 831-685-1080. That's our priority line number, 888-379-2552. Toll free if you have questions about the longevity products or success stories, or you want to contribute to our conversation, or if you have a health challenge you want help dealing with, we can help you do that. 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Who's next on the line, Doug?
All right, let's head to Bryan, College Station, Texas. And Jane, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hi, Jane.
Yes, hi, Ben. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Say hi to Bob and Judy. You know Bob and Judy Bell out there?
Very well. Remember
Tell 'em
we
Ben
had a
says
cowboy
hello.
meeting one time here?
Say again?
We had a meeting down here one time.
Was I there?
Yes, you were. It was around
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, my goodness. I haven't been out there in a couple of years. I love College Station, though. Absolutely love it.
Yes, it's still
What's going on? How can we help
very
you, Judy?
nice. I have a
Tell me your name.
husband- Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Tell me your name one more time.
Jane
Jane. Okay, go ahead, Jane. Your husband?
is 70. He's 155 pounds, and he just had 2 stents put in September.
Okay.
They've got him on a low-dosage aspirin, 81 milligrams. He's on the clopidogrel.
I'm going to make you say it.
Clopidogrel.
Clodiprogel?
Thank you.
Okay. Just tease it.
Atrobastin, calcium, 10 milligrams. Okay, that's what he's on.
Okay. That's the
Now-
only medicine he's on? Just the Plavix or the Clodiprogel?
Yes.
Clopidogrel.
Those three.
Plavix, we'll call it.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're thinning his blood, all right? Blood clotting is a very interesting issue. Almost everybody, once they reach a certain age, is going to have a degree of blood clotting. That's because when stuff gets in the blood inappropriately, it becomes a defense mechanism for the body to clog up. Now, to compound this, once the red blood cells, which make up so much of the blood, once the red blood cells start to break down, especially the outside part, the membrane part, that exacerbates the clumping. To make matters even worse, when we breathe less, when we have low oxygen in our blood, the clumping effect is exacerbated even more. So between toxicity that enters in through the digestive system, defects in the red blood cells, and a lack of oxygen, almost everybody's going to have some degree of coagulation or clotting as we get older, and it's a big problem because the blood is delivering nutrients. As it's clogging up, it delivers less nutrients. The blood is detoxifying the body. As it clogs up, less detoxification. The blood is delivering oxygen. As it clogs up, there's less oxygen. Clogs make it more difficult for the blood to flow through the small vessels in the kidneys, so you get kidney problems, small vessels in the eyes, you get eye problems. It's a mess. So you got to figure out how to thin the blood, and if you take a blood thinner, an artificial drug to do it, it's going to be a major poison for the body. As most people know listening to this program, warfarin, Coumadin, which used to be the only way you could thin the blood in an at-home kind of fashion, is also rat poison. It's how they kill vermin. The same prescription drugs we take, and almost every year, warfarin and Coumadin are in the top 20 or top 30 of prescription drugs. Until recently, because now we got Plavix and Pradaxa, and if you watch TV, you'll see there's class action suits against these drugs all the time because they're toxic and highly toxic. Not easy, not mildly toxic. So we'll talk about thinning the blood here when we come back from our break, because it's super duper important. I'll tell you one thing right away. Sugar will clot the blood, and sugar represents a major blood toxin. So taking care of your blood sugar is really important. But there's other strategies as well, so don't go away. Jane will finish up when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080, or 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. We're in College Station, Texas, talking to Judy. Are you there, ma'am?
Jane.
I'm sorry, Jane. I keep thinking of my friend Judy Bell. Say that. What's the name of that drug again? Clopidogrel.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you. I'm playing with you. Here's what you need to do, all right? A couple things. First of all, restrict your intake, or have your husband restrict his intake of sugar, and then use all the blood sugar kinds of nutrients. I don't know if you've been diagnosed as a diabetic or he's been diagnosed that way, but he is. He needs to treat himself as such. Chromium and vanadium through the sweeties, 2 or 3 capsules with your meals. Make sure he's sipping on the BTT, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well. It wouldn't hurt him to throw in the digestive enzymes. They have a blood thinning effect, interestingly enough, in addition to being great for it as a digestive enzyme and as an anti-inflammatory. They also have a blood thinning effect. If he wants to do a couple more things, the Fucoid Z can be a wonderful blood thinner. Fucoidin. And same with the Biolumin Nightly Essence, by helping protect the digestive system and keeping the blood from getting toxic. Second thing you want to do, or the third thing you want to do, you got blood sugar issues and then you've got the nutrition. The third thing you want to do is make sure he's practicing deep breathing. Oxygenation is extremely important for keeping the blood thin. Hypoxia or low blood oxygen is a surefire way to clot the blood. And then last but not least, getting on a rebounder or a mini trampoline. Or if you don't want to deal with that, and they're real easy to deal with, you just cost you about $60 to buy one, stick in your living room. They're really small. 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night. That's great for moving the lymph around. You can also, that's part of the circulatory system, the lymphatic system. And then you can also, if he doesn't want to get a rebounder, even a treadmill, but not to walk on the treadmill, but to move very briskly on the treadmill. And there's also things called inversion devices, where you hang upside down or even in a slanted position as a slant board type of thing. That can help stimulate the movement of lymphatic fluid. It's got lots of strategies there. Appreciate your call, Judy, or Jane, and say hi to Judy, by the way, when you see her next. And maybe we'll see you again sometime in College Station. Thanks for your call. Okay, who's next? Douglas?
Well, let's head to Florida. And Fred, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Yo, Fred, what's going on?
All right, I had a question. Real proud of you for someone I had the gallbladder removed. What you recommend on that?
For somebody who's had a gallbladder removed?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you need to do. A couple things. First of all, the Healthy Start Pack is extremely important, especially the Ultimate EFAs. At least 6 a day, but you can do 9 a day. Make sure you do your Ultimate EFAs with your Ultimate enzymes. Your Ultimate enzymes are like you can't really replace a gallbladder, but your Ultimate enzymes will help replace some of the action of the gallbladder. So making sure you're using your Ultimate enzymes with all of your meals. I mean all of them. And then throwing in some Ultimate EFAs at the same time. The next thing you want to do is grind your foods up, especially your fatty foods. Make sure there are small particles. That way it'll reduce some of the load on the digestive tract. Making smoothies and soups can help you. And then if you want to do a couple more things, the Fucoid Z can be very helpful for just overall for digestion, for the digestive tract in particular. And then also the Nightly Essence. There's a very important relationship between good bacteria and fat metabolism. And this is kind of underappreciated. We process fats largely through the action of bacteria in the gut. And almost everything we do on a regular basis in terms of how we eat is directed at destroying those gut bacteria. When you have the wrong gut bacteria or different kinds of not enough gut bacteria, all kinds of health issues can ensue. Nail fungus problems, immune system problems, autoimmune disease, diabetes. I mean, it's almost endless, the things that can go wrong in the body when you don't have enough good bacteria, including problems processing fats. So getting on the Biolumin Nightly Essence can help as well. Got your digestive enzymes, grind your foods up, use your Healthy Start Pack, make sure you're using your Ultimate EFA, Z-Radical or the Fucoid Z, and then the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. And let's see if we can get one more call in, Doug.
Nope. We're out of time.
No. You are such a hard you-know-what. I'm sorry. All right. That's all the time we have for today. If we left you on hold, I apologize for that. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you're on the fence about nutritional supplementation, listen to this show again. Listen to Bob and listen to Jane. Listen to the callers who've gotten such good results from the longevity products. And take it from me. I've been watching these kinds of results now for 18 years, folks. If you have any kind of health challenge, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, you owe it to your loved ones to at least try the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Healthy Start Pack and all the other products, any of the other products designed by Doc Wallach and all the folks at Longevity. I'm Pharmacist Ben for Doug and for Doc and all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. Have an awesome, beautiful, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Longevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time sign-up fee. Longevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Longevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there, in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.